Methods of delivery. There are four basic types of delivery when you're giving a speech. There is manuscript, memorization, impromptu, and extemporaneous. So I'm going to go over the four of them, but understand the only one that you will actually be doing in this class is the last one, extemporaneous. So here are the four so you understand the different methods of delivery. Number one, manuscript. A manuscript presentation is basically where you read word for word that entire presentation. Now, this method for many students, you feel that, yeah, I can do this well and I know the professor won't catch me because my eyes are so fixed on that screen. Well, it's actually really easy to find out if you are reading your presentation because your eyes do still wobble slightly, okay? So I can see that. So don't do it. And most students are terrible at reading from a script. One of the other problems with a manuscript when you read word for word is your vocal variety. It becomes very monotone. So really, it's another reason not to use this method of delivery. So manuscript, reading word for word, a big no in public speaking. It's a completely different skill set, okay? So don't try it. The second one, memorization. Memorization is another method of delivery that many students believe is the best form of delivery, if you remember word for word. The problem with memorization is it's actually very difficult to do in sort of a 5-6 minute presentation. That is an awful lot to remember. And when you've only had a week or 2 weeks to actually practice that, it becomes even more challenging. You add to that your nerves and being somewhat new to public speaking, and it's a recipe for disaster. So rather, stay away from trying to memorize word for word. Again, very much like manuscript delivery, it actually impacts your vocal delivery, so you come across as very monotone. It's also very easy to trip yourself up. For example, I may say it is such a wonderful day, but of course, I memorized it is such a great day. Well, now that I've interchanged wonderful and great, while the audience may not understand there's any difference in that, me as the person who has memorized everything, it actually throws me off. So there are multiple reasons why memorization, number one being that it's really boring delivery, is a big no-no. The other two are far more realistic types of delivery that you will actually use in everyday life. The first one being impromptu, which is our third method of delivery. Impromptu means off the cuff, it's off the top of your head. It is where you are already the expert on this topic, you have a lot of information about this topic, you know this topic very, very well. So typically, you don't have to go out and do research on it in order to present on that. You may have a basic organizational structure already sort of figured out in your head, and you can deliver an impromptu presentation. A topic for this could be, let's say you're at work and your manager says, please address your colleagues on the project you are currently working on. Well, you are the expert on that already. You can, off the top of your head, present on that topic. The final method of delivery is extemporaneous, and extemporaneous delivery is the only one that you may actually do for your both informative and persuasive speeches. Extemporaneous delivery is where you have now researched the topic, you have outlined the topic, you have prepared it and practiced it. And from your outline, you actually present this topic, right? But when you use your outline, you are not using it like you would for a manuscript presentation. You don't read it word for word. But you use that outline as a guide. So let's say that you get a little bit lost or confused about where you're going next. You glance down at your outline and you pick up where you need to go. It's purely a guide for you, your outline. And remember, you've practiced off it so many times, and every time you practice off it, you have said it a different way. So by you glancing down at your outline and getting that new piece of information that you couldn't quite remember, that is so easy for you to pick up and run with it because you have practiced it differently every single time you've said it. Okay? So this would be extemporaneous delivery. Practiced, prepared, outline, researched. Okay? And I would say prepare is your most important. Those are your methods of delivery: manuscript, memorization, impromptu, and extemporaneous. I look forward to hearing your 2 extemporaneous presentations in this class.